It has been many weeks now since I was in America, and many of you have asked, did I ever get to clear out my desk? So thank you very much to cjrshop, Steve Worrell, Mike Rourke, 819, Donald Davis, Andrew Gormley and Karen J, who was particularly concerned. In fact, there were hundreds and hundreds of you. Now, the short answer is no, unfortunately. I basically got an email saying that they were going to round up what they considered to be my stuff, pop it into a shipping container and then send it over to the UK. And this morning I got a phone call from somebody else completely different saying yes, the container's arrived and they've already unpacked it. So hurrah, my stuff is actually here. Now conveniently, here is only about an hour and a half away from my home, so it's a perfect opportunity while I'm travelling to answer some more of your questions.
Okay, Brian McDermott is asking, I'm considering buying a 1983 Porsche 911 that for whatever reason the current owner has swapped a GM 350 V8 into.
Okay.
What will be the most difficult part of putting back an original engine? Now, Chuck Schilling commented on that question that he couldn't imagine how a 350 could be squeezed into a 911 engine bay without thoroughly destroying the structural integrity and value of the car.
Well, that is an extremely good point, and I think actually that might be your biggest problem, because depending on how much shoehorning has actually gone on, depends on how much bodywork has been damaged or ruined, and it's things like those little brackets that hold things into position that may now be removed, they're going to be your hardest thing to replicate. So I think the best thing, if you can, is to find somebody with a very similar car that you can take plenty of measurements from and have a really good idea of what's actually missing, because that's going to be a real trick. Also, of course, the V8 is water cooled, whereas the Porsche engine is air cooled, so that starts to get a bit worrying. What have they done about cooling? Have they shoehorned a radiator into the front or underneath the car somewhere? Have they put loads of holes in to actually get those radiator pipes all the way back to the engine? It's going to be a tough project, and I think unless there's a really great reason for doing that, you might be worth looking for another car. If it's the right price though, and you want to do a little bit of extra custom stuff, then maybe it's a good plan. So good luck.
Okay, the Texas Race Fan 57. Ed, seems like you have trouble fitting into most cars. What's the personal car you drive? And Lenny Brasnek added, what's your daily driver and why?
Well, as you can nearly see, I'm actually driving a Range Rover, full size, obviously, because I am indeed full size, and it's really, really handy for towing great big hulking trailers for one thing. Also, it's got very adjustable seats, which is actually very good for my back, and it's got a really big chunky engine as well for pulling things around, so it's very, very handy. Also, when we're doing shoots, often you find yourself in the most ridiculous of places, so it's quite handy to be able to get that four-wheel drive going, to get up a mad hill or into a field just to get to a location. Because also, every once in a while when the sun is really good, I drive my little sofa because that's got infinite legroom and it's fantastic fun. Now in America, my favourite daily driver had to be the Cadillac Escalade ESV. Has a nice little bit of extra room, which is always useful. In fact, the legroom in that car is slightly better than in the Range Rover. It also made quite a useful office when we were stuck out on location in the middle of the desert. Then, when there was an onslaught of in-laws for Christmas, had to actually accommodate 9 people for a road trip, Nissan very kindly lent us an NV minibus, and that was very handy. A very strong and powerful little V8. Good little car.
Jade Latent, she's from the China Appreciation Group. She asks, from where does Ed get all his cool and crazy t-shirts? And Johansson Foytek asked, hi Ed, remember you wearing a nice Monza GP56 t-shirt? Where did you buy it? Is there a plan to sell them on your website?
It's a very good question from all of you, thank you very much. Well, actually, the Monza shirt particularly came from just an average store. It was high and mighty, it was many, many moons ago, so it's probably no longer for sale. As far as the more recent shirts, such as this one, well, we are actually now, because of popular demand, actually getting them printed and popping them up onto the greasejunkie.com website, so they will be available for sale, and the idea is, as I get round to it, we'll put more and more of those designs up, so please rush over there and buy them and enjoy them. If you have any suggestions for more t-shirts, please do let us know.
And who designs them?
And who designs them? Ah, yes, well, mostly me.
Very good. Trey Pontius when are the new episodes of Wheeler Dealers coming, and are you going to watch them?
I'm absolutely going to watch them. That's definitely the way forward. And I believe they're going to be coming in the autumn, is what I've been seeing on the internet. I guess it's going to be probably before November, but probably after August. Well, it seems like we're now here at this out-of-town storage location where all my stuff is being kept. So let's pull up and have a look and see what we've got. Right, so let's have a little look. You can see, got the unit in the background. Nice and big, which is encouraging, so plenty of room for stuff from the States. So let's see what we have in store. So it's a little dark in here. There we go. Wow, okay, so there's a whole load of bot cabinetry. You saw that all over the studio. We're in the States, you can see all the way down there. Thanks very much to Bot for lending that to us. The thing I'm really interested in finding, of course, are all my tools. So I'll just edge my way down here. So, hang on 1 second. Oh, it's a bit of a tight fit. Oh, yes. I think I can see them. This might take a while. Bear with me. Well, that's definitely the last for this load anyway. Now, some of it is a little bit worse for wear, but it's okay. I'm very happy and very excited because I now have my tools. I can crack on fixing things properly onto those new horizons. The only thing is, I need a workshop. Well, best crack on.